Hello YouTube, we're the Comnics, and today we're going to show you what we think is important to look for in an RV for a full-time family, some tips and tricks on buying an RV, and a little backstory of who we are and why we chose this lifestyle. Hopefully this video can help you decide if this lifestyle might be right for your family too. So this all started when we decided to move from our friends and family in Colorado to a small town in Central Florida. We imagined the happiest life in tropical paradise, but being isolated from our loved ones and stuck in a tiny town has been slowly eating away at us.
Are you gonna climb up there and do a dance, Galileo?
There are a lot of things we love about Florida, including the pond in our backyard filled with wildlife. We even saw a turtle laying her eggs right on our back patio, but sadly are leaving before seeing them hatch. One day, as we were bored, missing our friends and family, a really crazy idea came about. Traveling full-time, as we dreamed of as a young, childless couple. The logistics are a little different, like having 2 wild toddlers, but we refuse to let that hold us back and have decided the time is now. No more waiting. So we're taking a leap of faith. Countless hours have been spent flipping our house to sell in quite a volatile market. We think it turned out pretty nice though, and it has been quite the experience. Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. There's been a lot of time spent researching everything we can about trucks and fifth wheels, but the work has paid off. We are so lucky to have bought a used, well, only 2 years old, Grand Design Reflection 28BH, and here's the reasons we chose this model. First thing that we knew we wanted was a bunkhouse with a door that closes. There will be times where you want to be in your RV while the kiddos are sleeping, and you definitely need a door for that. The second thing was a large fridge, not just a little tiny fridge, something we could put a lot of food in. Also a cooktop that has an oven and microwave. We bake a lot, so we needed the oven. Lots of counter space for cooking. We're a family that loves to cook, and so we needed counter space for that. There's a whole bunch of extra sleeping areas in this bunk where we can have friends and family stay with us if they want to come on one of our adventures. And it does feel a little bit cramped when all those spaces are filled, but it's still a lot of fun. Also, the amount of storage that this RV has is amazing. There's storage under things, there's storage in things. We really needed a lot of storage as we have lots of toys and lots of things, especially for full time. I also really wanted one that had an outdoor kitchen. It also has a mini fridge, which we have used a lot. We also enjoy how much storage we have in our closet, although there are some that have more storage. It works for us. The indoor-outdoor surround sound speakers are amazing. We're a family that loves music, and we spend a lot of time jamming out, so that has been something that we've really loved. Next is our electric fireplace, which just gives it that little homey touch and also is great for when it's chilly. We also love that we have 2 ACs, one in the living room that goes through the whole thing and one in our bedroom specifically. It makes it to where even if it's really hot, we can turn on the AC in the bedroom and it's almost immediately cold. The last thing that we thought was really cool was it was already pre-wired for solar in order to do boondocking, which is something that we're not sure that we want to do a lot, but it's really nice to have the option to if that's a route that we want to go. I know a lot of people really want to buy new, and we totally get that, but for us, buying used had its own advantages. One of the biggest advantage is the person you're buying from knows how to use your specific RV. Not all their advice will be the best, but at least you have a heads up on some of the quirks. And any issues the RV had when it was brand new, which most of them do, those kinks have been worked out, and a lot of times it's been taken in, it's been fixed. Just little things end up getting, messed up when you're driving for the first time, so it's nice to have those already taken care of.
Oh yeah, there's a pad right there. Gotcha.
Another huge advantage for buying used is most people will include their RV supplies, which if you know about buying new RVs, you have to buy the hoses, you have to buy the connections, all the things that go with it that you absolutely need in order to hook up, you have to buy those. So there is quite a few free items that came with our RV, and it just made it such a more smooth transition that we didn't have to buy all these things in order to just hook up for the first time. One of the most amazing things that we got was the hitch, the slide hitch that goes inside of our truck. It's actually made for short bed trucks so that you don't jackknife. And so we did have to buy rails to install it into our truck, but then we already had the entire system, which is really expensive if you have to buy it yourself. We also got some LED rope lights, a Good Sam RV cleaning kit, sunshades for our awning, fire sticks for cooking, 2 diesel gas cans, tire covers, RV sewer hoses and connections, lots of those. We had 3 sewer hose supports and 2 types of different hose supports, the RV digest for waste and tank treatments, which we haven't used quite yet, a large brush and bucket to clean the RV, a large outdoor rug, leveling blocks, 50 to 30 amp bone, a large 50 amp cable, a surge guard, 50 to 110 amp bone for mooch docking, which is when you are staying with a family member and using their power, and 3 hoses for portable water. It is a very strange feeling to pack up 90% of our belongings and be putting them into a storage unit. I think it might be one of the biggest storage units we've ever seen. Moving has been a long and tiring process. Luckily, Mark's parents came to help us a little bit, but this has been the most exhausting move we've ever done, even though it was just to a storage unit. We had to go through everything we own and purge so many things. We never realized how much trash we were lugging around.
Set. Toys will say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandpa. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Say happy birthday, Grandpa. Say happy birthday. Say happy birthday, Grandpa. You gonna do a dance for us?
Hide and seek, Mom.
Teddy, where are you?
I would just go with that, and then
Teddy, where are you? Where's Teddy? Go find him.
Like if you just want to plan for it to
Go find him, Galileo.
You know, we can look into that. Or like that trails thing isn't a bad idea.
I don't want it to be inside. I want it to be outside. But everyone, like Mom, you can't have it outside. What if it's not, you know?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Peekaboo. 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 Are you wanting a diaper on?
He needs another diaper. I was trying to change his diaper. He wouldn't let me.
What are you doing over there? What are you doing? What are you doing, silly boy? Silly boy. Hey, can you put that back, please? Please.
Hello, YouTube. So this is our first day driving the camper to our first RV park. It's been a crazy day, needless to say, because we had to have movers come out who basically scammed us, but yeah. So now we're driving to our first campsite after getting 2 hours of sleep after finishing packing up everything all night, and now we're on our way to the first
Sold our house
campsite.
and now we're nomads.
Now we're nomads. Technically the house closes in a couple days, but it's basically done. So hopefully this will be a fun adventure. We're both still a little nervous, but everything's going better than expected so far, so I think we're good. I guess we'll see once we get there. We're almost there, so to go into this a little bit more because I just didn't while we were driving. This was our first time having movers help us. Usually we do it ourselves, but this time we didn't really have very many people to help us move, so we decided to get movers. So we had no idea how having movers usually goes. So when they presented us with a contract when they first got there that they wanted us to sign, we thought that that was, just a normal thing. And they put on there that we were going to be charged for labor, and that's what we were expecting. That was what we were quoted over the phone. So after they're done and they have all of your things in the truck, they go in and they change the contract that you sign and they add more things to it. So we were expecting to pay $300 to $400 for them to help us move, and not very far, just to a storage unit close by. And instead, at the end of it, it was over $1,500 that we had to pay them because they started wrapping our things with all kinds of supplies because they said that they were fragile when we never told them we wanted things wrapped. The contract that we signed said that we had to request to have things wrapped or have bubble wrap around them, whatever, and we didn't request any of those things. They did those on their own accord. They also just kind of decided that certain items were overweight. We didn't see any kind of way that they could have weighed things, so they just added all of this to the contract. It sounds like it should be illegal, but it is really a gray area. So when we got upset that we were being charged over $1,500, we were basically told that either we pay or they will take our things and put them in a storage unit until we can pay them. And so this company actually has done this to a lot of people. There is a whole Facebook group dedicated to trying to bring this company down because of how many people they have scammed. So if you guys are in the Florida area and you need moving help, do not contact Two Men Moving LLC. They are known scam artists. They mooch off of the two men in a truck and all of their great reviews. They point all of their things to the two men in a truck, so that you look at all their great reviews and you feel like this company is going to take care of you, and then they don't. So, we're not the first people that this happened to. It really sucks. It, gave us definitely a bad taste in our mouth of having movers again, but I will definitely be doing more due diligence in the future if we do have movers again. But I had no idea until this happened to us how big of a scam this is all across the country. There's a lot of companies that do this, and it is such a gray area because it's so hard for you to prove that the contract that you signed is different than the contract that they have in their hands, because you sign it, they take it back from you, and then as they're driving your things, they will change the contract, as well as just take an hour or two lunch and just show up to your storage unit whenever they feel like, and then they're going to charge you for their lunch hour. So definitely, if you're in Florida, Two Men Moving LLC, do not use them. And if you are ever using movers, do every bit of due diligence you can and do not sign the contract beforehand, or keep the contract yourself until they are done. So that would be my recommendation, but it happens. Unfortunately, it happened to us.